I am so happy today because I'm going to be teaching you guys something new. And guess what? This thing I'm going to be teaching you today is probably one of the easiest strategy you would ever see on the internet. And this is a strategy I've been using for years now, and it has been making me money. So I thought it's wise to also expose you guys to it. And I can promise you that before this video comes to an end, you will love this strategy and will want to work with this strategy. It is not difficult, it is just something simple for both beginners and already existing traders. And also, before we jump to the chart, if you are not part of my Telegram channel, link in the description below. Click on any of the links, either the currency channel, the synthetics channel, or the crypto channel, and join us for free, because you guys know I trade both synthetics, currencies, or forex, and also crypto. So be sure to click on the link and join us, and also hit on that subscribe button if you are yet to do so. Now, like I said, I'll be consistent. I said in one of my previous videos that I'll be consistent on YouTube now because I have been off and all my algorithms are on break. Yes, so I want to bring all the algorithms back. All right, I want to make all of them active, so I have to be consistent. And these days I'm going to be giving it to you back to back to back to back. Without wasting much time, let's dive straight to the screen. And I promise you guys, like I said, you are going to learn something new today. So stick with me to the end of this video. Okay guys, so this is how the strategy works. Like I said, it's very simple. You see, Forex is such a way that when you are able to master some few things, you realize it's not difficult, no jargons, no terms, like there are no difficult words that you have to use to be able to make money. It is just the practicals, okay? Just the practicals, especially when you make the chart your friend or you always have a chart time. So now this is pound JPY on 3-month time frame. Now on 3-month time frame, I don't do too much. So what we are going to be doing on the 3-month time frame is to just mark our levels. So throughout the video, we are just going to be using levels upon levels upon levels to make this to get our entry on this trade. Okay, so I've marked my upper level, I've marked my middle level, and I'll mark another level here. Okay, now let's look here. Also, we have another level here. You know, these levels have already played out, these ones have already played out. We are not going to use it, but because I am teaching you a strategy, so I have to make sure I teach you everything that comes with the strategy. Okay, so let's look at this place. You see that we have this level here that has pushed price up. So this has now become a what? This has now become a bottom. This has become a double bottom. We are not even using double bottom or any we are not using any chart patterns, we are not using any indicators. You're just going to be using levels. So you see how powerful it is to trade with levels. Okay, so we have these two that has pushed price up. We also have these two. That is why I drew my level here. We also have these two that has pushed, and I always say that anytime you see a double bottom, you should know that price you will definitely see a reaction. You should know that price wants to move upper. Okay, and anytime you see a double top, you should know that price wants to move lower. It is just simple and it's a secret. Now we are not even looking at what is going to happen here, because even if price would break out to this point, it is not going to be now, so we don't care about this. We don't care about what is happening here. Our full concentration, let me put another level here. Okay, you can see this is also a double bottom. You see, I have been using this strategy for a long time and I've really made money out of it. Okay guys, it's just a very simple strategy. Okay, now let's look at it. So we have this level also here. This is, so you can see that this double bottoms are pushing price up, pushing price up, pushing price, and even here we have a double bottom that has pushed price up. These are just levels. These are our strong key levels. These are levels. Okay, I just want you to understand, so I need to indicate all the levels for you to see how it works. It's nothing difficult actually. Now, what is holding this level now is this supply zone over here. This is the supply zone. This is what is holding this level. This supply zone is what is holding this level. Okay, you can see price has tapped into it. So are we going to get a sell to the downside, or we will still get price breaking up and then moving to this point to fill this gap? Okay, like I said, for now we don't even care about that. Our concentration is to be on the current price. And I thought in one of my videos I said, when you are marking your key zones, make sure you mark it around current price, and that is the exact thing we are doing here. So let's concentrate on this part, because this space is a supply zone. That's why price is reacting here. Okay, so now let's concentrate here. So our concentration is going to be between here and here. So here I want to see price further move up to fill this gap, because this is where the money is lying now. Okay, so I want to see price move up to fill this gap. But now this is 3-month time frame. Are you just going to enter here, put our SL and see price move up? No, we have to move to the lower time frame to see a clearer structure and how to enter the trade. Okay, so let's move to our monthly time frame. Now this is the monthly time frame. On the monthly time frame you can see almost the same thing happening on the 3-month time frame, but here we need to draw another key level. So we just bring our level here. Look at this level. You can see this double. Let me delete this so you guys can see it clearer. Today I am happy to teach you this strategy because you don't know how I feel. It is because it's very easy, and if we can all trade with this strategy, it's going to be very easy for us. You don't need to stress drawing all those fishes. Okay. I'm sorry, but I'm just making fun. All right, so this is another level. All right, let's put this. Let me delete this and use the circle instead. So let's use that. This will make it very simple. So this is a level. This is also another level. So you can see that these has also pushed price up, and price have been rejecting this zone for a very long time. You can see we have this rejection here, this big rejection to the upside, this long rejection to the upside, this pin bar already telling us a lot. Look at the pin bar here, already telling us a lot. We had this rejection. Even this one did not get to the zone. Then we had another one that rejected, telling us that we want to push higher, higher, higher. Like I said, we want to see price get to this zone, because this is a gap. This is where money is lying, and this whole zone has never been tested. It was only tested once. So we want to see price testing it for the second time. Throughout the video you can see I'm smiling because this is a very simple strategy I want to teach you guys. Okay, let's move to the weekly. So as we move lower, we see a lot. As we move lower, we see a lot. Now on the weekly time frame, what are we going to do? We are going to mark our levels again, because I already told you that price has been rejecting these zones for a very long time. Okay, so like I said, I want us to draw our zones at where price is currently. And now when you look here, you realize that we also have this gap that price came back to fill here. This is the gap. This is where the money is lying, and price came to fill there. You know, we are saying that we want to see price do what? We want to see price break out and then continue moving up, 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 up. But remember, anytime price gets to a zone where there is a buy, we would want to see a sell. A buy, we want to see a sell. A buy, we want to see a sell. Now on the weekly time frame, you can see price is already moving up, exhaust, up, exhaust, up, exhaust. Okay, so now we are in the exhaustion phase here. So what are we going to see again? Are we going to see price move lower to this point, or we want to see price break out from here to the upside? For that we don't even care, because this is still a weekly time frame. Unless of course we want to be position traders, then we can also make our judgment based on the candlesticks over here. Okay, so now let's move lower to the daily time frame. This is where we are going to be seeing a lot, and then also on the 1 hour time frame we are going to see a lot. Okay, now I always say let's always concentrate on what price is doing currently. So we are going to be concentrating on what price is doing currently. Okay, now let's look at this point. You can see that this structure is looking very sweet for continuation to the upside to tap this zone that we marked on the I think on the monthly or the weekly time frame. Okay, this zone, we marked this zone on the weekly time frame. So you can see the structure is already looking nice, but this zone is also preventing price. When you extend it to the left, you realize that it's a very strong zone. We have this, we have this, we have this, sorry, let me put it here. We have this, we also have this, and we also have this. So price has been rejecting this, so definitely we want to see a little reaction from there, then we see what price will do next. Okay, and also, like I said, we want to see price moving up, up, up. Now when you look here, we had this push, then we had a drop, had this push, we had a drop, we had a push, we had a drop, we had this push, and a little drop. So does it mean that we want to see price move higher to the upper time frame? Yes, we want to see something like that, but are we going to buy directly from here? No, we are not going to buy directly from here unless we move to the lower time frame to see what is happening there. But on the other hand, we also need to draw our levels again. So my next level will now be here. Okay, this is where my next level will be. Okay, now when I extend it to the left, you realize that it is a very strong zone. So all throughout the analysis, you realize that we are just using zones upon zones upon zones. Okay, so let's delete this quickly. Let's delete this quickly. Okay, so now let's move to the 4-hour time frame. Remember, the reason why I placed this here is because this is a very strong zone and this is a daily time frame. Okay, so we move to the 4-hour time frame, and for me, I usually take my entries on the 4-hour or the 1 hour. The reason why I use the 4-hour is the 4-hour gives me a clearer structure. That is the power of 4-hour time frame. I can jump directly to 4-hour, do my analysis, and take my entries without even moving to the higher time frame. Okay, if I'm trading personally. All right, so let's move to the 4-hour time frame. Now look at the 4-hour time frame. We have a near miss here. I call this a near miss, which means price is trying to get to that zone and got rejected and push up further. Okay, now this is the 4-hour time frame. So on the 4-hour time frame, let's adjust our zone a little. This zone was taken out over here. This pick was taken out by this this high over here, this candlestick. Now in one of the strategies I've been trading with, usually when there is price this way, I want to see price come down, move up to pick out this zone before doing what? Before dropping. So this zone would have to be taken out. Okay, usually I see this often when trading. Okay, so it is one of the things I've recognized, I've taken notice of, that usually happens when trading in either a buy market or a sell market. So in a sell market, I would want to see something like this. Okay, price move up, comes back to pick this zone here before moving further up. Okay, so I would always want to see something like this. It usually happens, and it is one of the strategies I already want to talk about now, but I will definitely teach you in one of my lessons, or I'll definitely teach you one of these days. Okay, and that is not what we are doing today, so let's concentrate on what we are doing today. I'm just exposing you to some of these secrets. So you can see price took it out. What happened? We had this double top. Okay, we had these rejections here. Sorry, I said double top. We had this rejection, this pin bar rejection already giving us a signal, and boom, we had a drop to the downside. Now, what are we going to do again? As we had this drop, this zone being taken out, we want to see price move further to the downside up to this point to also fill this gap. So we are going to have something like this. We want to see price move like this, pick out this zone, okay, before any other further move to the upside, or break further, come back for a retest and continue moving to the downside. But our overall is to see price move up to the zone on the zone we mark on the monthly time frame. Now if we want to see price sell here before moving up, this is why every every time frame you get to, you need to do a fresh analysis, because you could equally see that we see a buy candle here. Okay, you see a buy candle. This zone is rejecting this buy candle. This zone has rejected this buy candle, okay, to the outside. So obviously anybody that will see this will definitely want to buy, because price is also creating a series of higher high, higher lows, higher high, higher lows, higher high, higher lows, higher high, higher lows. Then we want to see another higher high, forgetting that we have a zone here that is supposed to be filled. Okay, we have this gap here, price left this gap here, so you need to actually open your eye. You have this gap here that price need to fill, okay, to this point before we can see any reaction, because in between we can say price is consolidating. We had this push here. We see price came down, did not get in, push up again. So we want to see price push down again before further moving to the upside. All right, because this is a gap. Anybody who knows how to trade will definitely understand what I mean by a gap, especially those who trade with levels. Okay, now let's move to the 4 hour. This is where that is why it's good to always move to the 4 hour, because the moment you move there, you see things clearer. Okay, now this is our overall. We want to see price move here, but for now we don't care about this zone because of this demand zone here that price has rejected, this demand zone. Okay, this is also a gap. Price has filled the gap, and this is what this is a near miss. Let me put it there. We have near. Let me just do it an N. This is a near miss. This is an N, a near miss. So price wanted to get to that point. I know smart money and SMC traders will call this inducement, but this is a near miss, and you can see that price entered immediately and we had this rejection. Price rejected. Look at this long pin bar. This is already giving us an idea on what is going to happen here. Then what again are we seeing? We have a gap here. You can see that price drop. This is a gap. We want to see price come back to fill that gap. You can see this gap here. Okay, so I think that is what is also causing price to reverse. You can see this gap here. We want to see price come back to fill that gap. It is a gap. I think this happened on weekend or something. Yeah, so we want to see price come back to fill it. Now, where do we want to take our profit? If we want to buy from here before they sell to the downside, before our buy continuation again, we want to see we want to take our profit here at this zone. We want to take our profit somewhere around this zone. Okay, if I still want to explain further, I'll say let's take our profit here so we can have a triple top. So we are going to have 1, 2. So this will be 1, this will be 2, and this will be 3. These are all levels. So we want to see price come back to touch the level for the 3rd time. But if you also listen to me sometimes, I always say that if you want to take profit, make sure you give the profit a breathing space. The way you give your SL a breathing space, make sure you also give your take profit a breathing space. Okay, so this is what I want to see. All right, this is what I want to see. I want my take profit to be here right after the gap is filled, or even if I am ignoring the gap, I want all these zones to be taken out. Then my take profits, I'll give it a little briefing space, or I can equally bring my take profit here and see what price will do next before any further sell. Okay, but let's push our take profit here, okay, up to this zone. And when you even extend it, you realize that it's lying on a very nice zone. So always give your take profit a briefing space. The reason is price might not actually get to the zone you are looking at. All right, so that is why I said you should give it a briefing space, or you can equally take your first take profit here and then wait till price gets here, or you can take your full take profit here, because this is also a very strong zone. It's just simple. Okay guys, it's very simple. So here we have our stop loss and we have our take profit here. This is 3:1 risk to reward. Now let's move to the 1 hour and see if we can minimize our zone again. Okay, so on the 1 hour, what are we expecting? We want to see price push down a little to this zone. Want to see price push up down a little to fill this this zone here, these spaces here, before moving further to the upside. So we can still bring our XL a little below. This will be our XL very nicely. Then we wait to see what price will do. So let's see what we have here. Let's look at something here. You see, very good. This is exactly what I am expecting. This is exactly what I am expecting, and you can see it here. Price came back to fill this. And when we move to the lower time frame, you understand why price has to come back to fill here. And I always say that in the forex market we have buyers and sellers. So anytime there is a buy, we need sellers. Anytime there is a sell, we need buyers to make the price action healthy. Okay, so now let's look at what is happening here. So price has to move up, 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 higher we go, higher, 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 higher. Okay, so we want to see our take profit triggered nicely. Okay, let's look at what's happening here. Oh, let's see. Okay, let's see what's happening. Okay, so now what happened here was that the zone was filled nicely over here. You see why I was saying you need to either take your profit here or you move higher. Now, if I were to take my profit here, I would have been at a safer side, okay? But now I have extended it here, and I'll still have taken my profit here or close my trade if I see this rejection. Look at this rejection here. This is a very long pin bar already telling me that we want to see price reversing to the downside, that there has been a rejection here. This candle came back. Let me show you something. This candlestick here pushed up without breaking above this high to tell me price will want to move further up. Then this also has pushed price down. So we've already seen the rejection from this point. So on that same rejection zone, we also have what? We also have this as our key level. Okay, look at something here. We also have a key level. You see, when you draw it to the left, you realize that this is a very nice key level. Price has taken out all these highs. Okay, price has taken out all these highs to fill this gap. All right, now right after that, what happened again? You can see our move to the downside. All right, but let's first talk about our take profit here. So you can see that price move actually like I said, and then now our take profit has been triggered. Now how do we now enter a sell right after seeing this? Because our price did not even get to this zone, we just filled this gap here and then we started dropping. So how do we actually take our trades when price has to drop back to the level we are looking at? Remember, we are looking at price coming back to hit this level here. So what do we have to do? How do we have to enter the trade? Let's look at that. So now that price has triggered our TP, how do we now sell from here? Because remember, we said we want to see a sell to the downside before price keep moving up, okay? Or we want to see a sell to the downside, and the price action that will form here will give us a clue on what to do. But remember, even if we are selling, we still have to be taking profit in between. So if we sell from this zone, and remember, if we sell, let me delete this. If we sell from this zone, okay, we need to first take our profits somewhere here. We need to be taking profits little by little for us to be at a safer side. We will first take our profit here because this is also a very strong level. Then we now come to this zone for us to always be at a safer side, like I explained here. So right after seeing this, we want to see what price action will form there before we take our sell, because we cannot just jump into selling this trade. What if you jump in and eventually price starts moving up again? It means we will be at a loss. So all the money we made from here to this point would have been a wasted time and energy. Okay, so what are we going to do here? Let's see the next candlestick that will form right after this. Okay, so we have this candlestick that has formed here. This is another rejection again on the zone. Now I want to see things clearer. Like I said, I take some of my profit on I take some of my entries on the 4 hour or the 1 hour. Now aggressive traders, okay, would just enter directly after seeing this rejection and this rejection. This is a second rejection on the zone, okay? So aggressive traders would have just entered. Those of us who cannot wait for confirmation, those of us who want to make money quickly and we are too sure or very sure that this zone is going to hold, we are just going to take our entry directly and our first take profit here and our second take profit at this zone, okay? That is definitely what we are going to be doing. But those of us who trade conservative, let's or wait for confirmation, let's move to the 1 hour and see if we can get a confirmation. Very good. You can see how it is looking on the 1 hour. Now I know people who can also move to the lower time frame, like the 30 minutes. So if this is happening on the 1 hour, you can see we have 1, 2, 3 rejections, okay? Now entries are somehow different from what I am teaching you now, okay? I am only teaching you how to mark your levels and then use it to take trades. You realize that on all these analysis that we've been doing, there is nowhere we use a chart pattern or we use a trend line, we use Fibonacci. This is pure levels. This is pure levels. So if you master it, it's also going to increase your win rate. Now, like I said, I always take my entries on the 1 hour. So right after this zone has been triggered, I can equally enter my trade from here. Upon closing of this candle, I can just take my entry from here, then my take profit and my stop loss here and my take profit to the nearest support or resistance zone. I can also take my first take profit on this zone. Like I said, you should open your eyes and be very smart when trading this market, okay? So the entries, we are going to have something like this. Price will push up, drop, move again to a certain level, and then continue dropping. Now if price moves to this level, sometimes we want to see a structure break, okay? Sometimes we want to see structure break at this point, okay, for price to move higher again to a certain level. Like I said, this is also some entries that I'll be teaching you, which I think I've even taught in some of my videos already. We want to see price move higher like this, break structure here, move up again, come back for another break here, okay? Sorry, move up again, then we can now take our entry here. I want to explain two things at the same time, okay? Then we can now take our entries from here, okay? We can now take our entries like this from this zone, okay? But if you are waiting for this kind of structure and it's never happened, you can move to the lower time frame to look for something like this. You can move to the lower time frame to look for something like this. We had a first push to the upside, then we had a second push. After the break of structure, we have the third one back to this zone. So we are trading a key zone in a key zone, okay? So we first have this break here that has taken out this first break of structure here, sorry, to the downside, then price move up. Now if you are trading and you don't see any entry here, or maybe you've seen that price just came here without breaking structure, okay, you see that price just came in between here without breaking any structure, what do you have to do? You have to wait for this move again to do what? To push further down like this and now break a structure, okay? So we want to see it twice and now break a structure here, okay? And then move up like this, okay, again before the drop. So this is going to be our main confirmation if we don't see any confirmation here, or if we don't want to enter aggressively. So this is now going to be our main sorry, this should be here. This is now going to be our main confirmation. So if we see here, what are we going to do? We just bring that our short position to, and then boom, we enter a sell right from this zone, okay? So this is what we would want to see. If we don't get our first break of structure here. Then we have to wait for the second break of structure, price pulled up, and then we take our entry right from there. Okay, so let's look at what price has to do here. So now let's go to 30 minutes time frame, and then I'll show you what I mean by you waiting for price to get to that zone. All right, let's move to the lower time frame. Okay, let's delete this quickly and be patient until I finish teaching. You need to understand some few things. Okay, now this is the 30 minutes. Okay, when you look at this side, I cannot properly see a break of structure here. Okay, I cannot properly see a break of structure. So our first entry on the 4 hour, the 1 hour was aggressive. Then the second one, I cannot see a proper break of structure. So price moved here. Okay, then others will also take their entry directly from here. Maybe they will move lower to see if price has really broken structure, but for me, I cannot move any more lower. Even here, I can still not see any break of structure. Price has not broken any structure here. There's no change in price here. I cannot see anything. Even though we already have the move to the upside, I can still not see anything. So I have to wait till I get a very good confirmation, because remember, we say we want to see price moving to the upside, which means that we need to be very careful when trading so we can actually get what we want. Okay, so let's see what is happening here. Now let's look at this point. You realize that finally we had price doing what? Price breaking from here. Okay, you can see this zone. The price has now broken this zone nicely here. You can now see the price has broken nicely here. Okay, now to me, because I already know what I'm doing, what will I do? I'll just wait for this mini zone. I'll just wait for a tap up to that mini zone, then I can now take my entry. So that will be a pullback or a kiss. Look at what is happening here. This is the 30 minutes time frame. You can see price now broke up, and then we have what? A kiss back to that same zone. This is the kiss here. So immediately I see this, because under normal circumstances I was waiting for price to actually come up a little. The price is not get there. Immediately it touches the zone. Okay, immediately it touches this zone. We've already seen a pullback. Now the moment I see this, because price has already broken my mini zone, the moment I see this, I am not wasting too much time. Just going to pack everything. Okay, I'm just going to pack out everything from the market. I'm not going to waste any time again. Guys, don't need to waste time. You need to just move on. Okay, you need to just move on, make money. That's the most important thing. So boom, take my first take profit here. Okay, here is my first take profit right here, and my second take profit to this zone. Remember, this is where we want to see our second take profit, but first let's take our first take profit here. So you can see that this analysis is one of the easiest. I am trying my best to explain everything into details, guys, so you all can understand what I am trying to teach. Okay, so now look, this is it. Look at this. We had this break and we had this, and price moved up down to hit our take profit. Okay, look at something here. Now remember our so we've already taken some profits. Remember our overall is to see price gets here. So once you take some profit, you can now allow the rest to run, or you can equally take partials or even break even. Yeah, something like that. You can just break even. So we want to see price directly at our take profit. Okay, so now this is where our take profit is. The reason why it's looking very huge here is because we moved to the lower time frame. Let's move to the higher time frame, which is the 4 hour. You see that it is a normal thing. This is looking so nice. You see, huge candle, huge candles, huge candles, telling us that the sellers are still taking charge of them. So this is where we are going to be looking for another buys opportunity, because remember, this is a very strong level. So you see that in all the analysis I've been doing was this levels to levels to levels to levels. Okay, it's not that complicated. Once you know how to find an entry, once you know how to mark your level, once you know how to put 2 or 3 confluences together, you are good to go. So this is just a simple strategy I wanted to introduce you guys to. And you see, if it is your first time, you might not really get it easy, because you really have to find where the levels are. Okay, but this is not the first video I'm going to be doing about how to trade with levels or how to trade with zones like this. I'm going to be doing more videos on how to actually trade like this. So by the time you would have finished watching like 3, 4 or 5 videos, you become used, or it will become very easy and will be at your fingertips. And I know most of you are definitely going to stop your trading your strategy and trade like this, because this looks simple. Okay, like I said, all you need to do is to be able to mark the levels very well, know where price wants to go, and anytime you move from one time frame to another, try to draw a new levels. Even if you are drawing the levels and you didn't get the levels right from the beginning, at least the closest ones or the closer ones should be taken into consideration. Okay, then now you now look for confluences, you now look for entries, you now look for candlestick patterns, you now look for conservative entry strategies, and then you can now boldly enter your trade and make money. You don't need to stress. Most of the charts or most of the signals I drop on synthetic, because synthetics respect structure a lot. Okay, so most of the signals I drop on synthetics, I trade with this strategy. Okay, I can trade with the SMC or the ICT strategy, which I'm also going to be teaching you on my channel, and I also have different strategies I can trade with. Okay, but you see this particular strategy, that's what I use in trading synthetic, because synthetic respects structures and it is very simple. And sometimes even on the currency, I use it to trade. So it depends on what the chart is telling me, depend on what market I am trading and what the market is trading. And I have been using this strategy for a very long time, and consistently I've been making profit. So this has brought us to the end of today's video. Thank you for watching. And I hope you've also learned something new. Okay, now hit on that likes button. I want to see your thumbs on that likes button, and also if you've not subscribed, just hit on that subscribe button and leave a comment in the comment section. This time I want you to leave topic you would want me to teach on my channel. So I want you to leave the topics in the comment section. I'll see you in the next video, and trade safe.